Okay, hello. Episode 2. So, I don't know, I'm hungry. I only ate like a small half banh mi, and now I'm like starving. It's like the struggles of trying to lose fat, but also retain your mass, and then you don't know what to choose. So, that's me on a constant basis. I guess I should start with Happy Lunar New Year's, people. That's a thing of me, my Happy Lunar New Year's, people. Because that's a huge part of me, and yeah. 新年快乐，大家。有很小的时间我可以跟其他的人讲国语，所以我讲得很奇怪。So yeah, ignore that. I only talk to like really old people or really small children in Mandarin, so I'm super weird. Yeah, so anyways, my Cantonese is really weird too because I don't speak Hong Kong Cantonese, but 新年快樂大家 and yeah, 恭喜發財身體健康 and 그리고 나의 새해 인사 여러분 새해 복 많이 받으세요. So anyways, oh yeah, also shout out to Glenn who bought me 3 coffees the other day. Thank you. Oh yeah, also that being it's Lunar New Year's, I'm totally open to monetary donations because I'm not married. Because that's a thing in Asian culture, East Asian culture. Most East Asian culture. So I'm hungry now. I'm gonna start eating and talking at the same time. So I'm eating my usual Lunar New Year's jong that my mom makes. And if you're like me, you're gonna probably eat it for like the next 2 months straight because she makes a ton of them, and like we don't really go out to visit people anymore since I'm not a child anymore. So yeah, it's basically like a big sushi made of like sticky rice and yellow mung bean and like a seasoned piece of pork in the middle. I think that's it. It's also really filling. But also, while I'm on the subject of food, I really hate how Pepsi doesn't make like a 20-pack of Pepsi Zero Sugar when Coke Zero makes that. And it's like, it's totally the rival drink for that, but I don't know why they don't make it, and they have to like put it in 12-pack can or 12 packs, and I can't like get it because they're never on sale at the price I want. And yeah, because if you can't tell, I'm a really big like sugary drink addict, and that's basically my demise. This is supposed to be my playlist of my life, but it's gonna be a mukbang too, I guess. On a recent note, I just learned that the NFL has a Asian player. Technically he's half Asian, but I'm sure people will just base him on his looks where he looks Asian. And it's like, oh, will he like prove that Asians can play sports or something? And I'm like, this is no different than a Polynesian person playing rugby. And I'm pretty sure the best rugby players are Polynesian, so anyways, I guess you can tell that I'm basically making videos on whatever now because I find it kind of fun. And I don't really care if no one watches, but those who do, I shout out and props to you, I guess. I also have a single serving cake in the fridge because I bought it this morning and I haven't eaten it yet. Because when you're old like me, there's no need for occasions to buy cake. To prepare for this, I was watching Haley Kiyoko's playlist of my life, and she like really puts herself in those songs where she like imagines herself in scenarios. And for a person like me who's very like, I'm crazy, That's one thing. And I'm also like, I have trust issues, obviously. So for a person that like me who like hasn't really had a really serious relationship, and I pretty much just alienate myself from everyone else. These are songs that I really find myself going back to when I'm feeling certain ways. When you see each song, maybe you can understand where I'm coming from. But okay, I'm gonna stop. I can't just be eating this whole time. That's not how it works. So I really wish I had a board to write this on to like copy Teen Vogue, but I'm just gonna add them on after. So for the first song that really like hits me emotionally would be 3LW's More Than Friends. And if you actually look that song up, there's 2 of them. But I'm talking about the one in their second album, A Girl Can Mac, and it's actually like a bonus hidden track that's after the last final track in their album listing. And it's also a song on the original soundtrack of Deliver Us from Eva or something. I never seen that movie, but apparently it's on the soundtrack. And then I need to look at the lyrics, so let's do this. So there's actually 2 parts to this song that I really am drawn to, or that really like speaks to me. That makes you go like, oh shit, that's me. But I don't know. But for a person who hasn't really been in a relationship, it's kind of like, I'm a crazy bitch. That's way out of my head. This is dumb. Why did they do the wrong lyrics for this? Okay, so that's the problem with this song, that there's there's 2 songs totally different, not a remix of the same with the same title, and I need to find the correct one. So if you like look online and do like research about people's interest in music, it's a lot of people getting that from their parents and what they listened to as a child, and then developing the same sort of taste. For me, a lot of my time at home was basically just me and the radio or the TV, because my parents are basically working all afternoon until the night. And I listened to a lot of like just top 100 pop or whatever is on the radio, a lot of Kiss FM. And then when I had cable, I watched a lot of TRL. Sometimes 106 in Park. So a lot of my taste is like pop and R&B. So there's no like argument about this, that when it comes to 3LW, Adrienne Bailon is the main singer. And when she goes, where is that part? I really like the bridge, but that's not what I'm looking for right now. So after the first verse, she goes, ugh, how do I make this sound more like musical? Well, when she goes, you don't know how I want to be with you ever since I... Damn mosquito. So the part where that really like gets to me in the song is where she goes, you don't know how I want to be with you ever since I laid my eyes on you. I'm crazy for you. More you've got to know. And then I'm like, that part like really like jams the knife in me. And then there's a bridge where she goes, you gotta realize I feel this way inside. Never had a friend I needed in my life. So now I'm telling you, so you would know the truth. I got lost in your eyes the first time I saw you. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, I'm gonna be right here, wanting to be with you. You know I'm dying. If I can have you by my side. And then she goes like ad lib, and yeah, I'm not a good singer, so I'm only really been aware of how I sound pretty recently. So if all hell goes down, I'm gonna like cut this and just gonna be like nothing. So sometimes when I feel like very lonely and a little emotional or something, I constantly go back to the song. So yeah, when I listen to this, it really just like helps me get my feelings out without like telling anyone, I guess. But if you see me driving and I'm on the rearview mirror like trying to hit the notes and everything, you know I'm really into it. I think for the one like Teen Vogue does is like 8 songs for their guest artists, but I chose like 10 because there's too many, and that's not even like all of them. I have songs where I like, it could be like the Chinese version of this, the Korean version of this, and there's also like songs that make me feel like a bad bitch, and I can like really like kick some ass and want to jump kick a door or something. The next song is like the opposite of More Than Friends. And then like more recently, when you listen to the music on the radio, there's like Dua Lipa's Don't Start Now. And that's disco inspired. Well, 20 years ago, Maya had Free, and that's also disco inspired. And I still really like that song because the lyrics is like about this like sexy, confident, single girl that could be with the man, but doesn't have to be, but she's looking for one. And it's like, that's me. That's totally me. I will link all my songs in the description box, just if you want to like look them up, listen to them, or like try to add them on your Spotify playlist, which I don't use, but you can, or use any other means to like save them. I know when I was like a teenager and I listened to this. Wait, was I a teenager yet? It came out in 2000. I was like 10, so I was still a tween. And there's like several versions of this, like the dancing part, the dance break. There's like a Latin salsa version, and then there's that whole like line dance version. Is this another one of the songs with more than one title? Or not more than one title, but there's 2 songs with the same title. Because if I Google Free by Maya, this is not how it sounds. Free is the 3rd and last single from Fear of Flying and is part of the soundtrack Bait. This song is about enjoying life and being independent, which I totally picture myself as, even though I'm a mess, but it's positive thinking is good for you. The song wasn't a success in the US, barely lasting on the charts. It did, however, reach the top 5 and 20 in Australia and the UK. I guess what really like hits me emotionally, or like in the heart, is when she goes, everybody knows that, yeah, I'm kind of shy, and I'm not the kind of girl who can never approach a guy. And then the hook of it basically is like what I aspire to be, where it's like, free, single, sexy, and sweet, making my own money, looking for the right party, and if you're free, spit your best game at me. If you like what you see, maybe I'll let you share my fantasy. So yeah, that's totally like, you know when you listen to a song and just one time and then you really like it? That's the part that like gets you. Even the 10-year-old me knew. Song number 3 is like an uplifting song, which is why I chose these songs in a way that's like, there's sad me, there's like confident me, independent me when I feel sad, but I know I can get over this. And this is one of those like you can do it songs. Like, so I got like several country songs in here because a lot of country songs are like uplifting and have this like interesting way of putting a story that you don't really see in like other music. Because the song after this one is going to be another country song, but that will be more recent than the one I'm mentioning right now, even though this song didn't come out that long ago, but it probably is. So song number 3 is Carrie Underwood's So Small, and I don't listen to a lot of country music. I basically listen to like Carrie Underwood. And So Small is like super uplifting when it comes to the lyrics, especially the chorus. I think it's the chorus. So yeah, for this one, I don't really want to like sing any specific part because the whole song is basically saying like, when you feel so small, that mountain in front of you is not as small as you think, and you can like really open up yourself and let everything that's been eating you inside come out. And that's how I interpret it, because a lot of like songs can have more than one meaning, and then that's up to the listener to, or the person who enjoys the art, to interpret it. There's like Colton Dixon, who's like this Christian rock singer, and I look at his songs in a more like non-religious way, so I don't like think of him singing about God, because some of his songs you can't do that, but I only really like his first album. Okay, I think that's all I had to say about Carrie Underwood's So Small. So after So Small by Carrie Underwood is a more recent song by Kelsey Ballerini, and she's, I guess, most popular for her song with the Chainsmokers. I forgot what the title was. But it was a song that she performed at the Victoria's Secret fashion show. But that's not the one I'm going to mention. It's actually Peter Pan. I think she was nominated for something for it. But yeah, part of it is because my name's in the song, and I actually hate my name. It's like meaningless, and it's only because I'm only named my name because my mom was told by her friends that I should have a English name so I don't get teased about not having one. And that I sort of agree with, because as a kid growing up, you're constantly like judged or thrown comments that might hurt you, and you're still like sensitive and don't know how to deal. But when you like grow up and you realize that that's stupid and stuff like that, I totally would have been fine with a Chinese name that had pinyin, just that was like a pinyin name. So yeah. Anyways, besides the point, Peter Pan just so happens to be like a character that doesn't want to grow up, and I feel the same way, because I feel like time just flies by so fast, and I'm like still trying to figure things out. And this song like really gets me in this mood about feeling like I don't want to do or be the things I want to be. So it's this part. There's this part that really gets me. She goes, "You're just a lost boy with your head up in the clouds. You're just a lost boy. Never keep your feet on the ground." And then she goes, "You're always gonna fly away just because you know you can. Never gonna learn there's no such place as Neverland. You don't understand, you'll never grow up. You're never gonna be a man, Peter Pan." And that's like a read to me, but at the same time I feel that it's like a reality check, but also like something I feel really dear to. Okay, so after that, let's start speaking some Espanol. So for song 5 is gonna be Becky G's Sola. As you can tell by the title, it's basically alone. So compared to like other songs with the same title, when I think of that song with a song of that title, I think of She Star, her Na Honja, which means alone as well. And but when you look at the lyrics, that's like a different way of thinking about being alone. And then Becky G's version is this like EDM, Latin, Caribbean sound about like being alone, but you're gonna own up to it. So you'll probably have to look up a English translation because I am not good at Spanish. I never learned it like formally. So when I listen to it, when I like sing to it, it's like it's basically off the ear, and knowing that when you read it, it doesn't sound right. So when she goes, Mejor me quedo sola, y me voy pa la calle, voy a vivir mi vida loca, sin nadie que me falle, And it goes sola, and then it starts like the whole dance break part. I feel that, like, I don't know. I'm like, that's me. And I like the whole music video, and this is like pre-reggaeton Becky G, where she's like starting to do her whole Spanish language music because of the whole like Dr. Luke stuff. Yeah, I'm actually really glad that she did that because I'm not into her English music, even the more recent ones. So Latin, Spanish Becky G is more my style. Yeah. And I'm really glad for her success because I really love her music and her collaborations, and it's really like opened my taste in music my ventures into more Latin music, because before that I only really listened to like Shakira and Ricky Martin. I think that's the only two. Yeah. And that was like before La Tortura with the Shakira with like the pink wigs, when my classmate would be like, you should watch this music video. But yeah. So for song number 6, I don't care what anybody says, but I think the Little Mermaid original soundtrack is like the best Disney princess or just movie in general with the best like original scores. And that would be like Part of Your World. I don't care which version you listen to. I even like the reprise. So it's like the original one, I think it's by Jodie Benson. And then I really like Jessica Simpson's version too, because of the way she sings it. It sounds like very hopeful. But there's also like Jessie J's version, which I am okay with. I like it, but I don't like it as much as Jessica Simpson's. And yeah, and I totally like feel it because I don't feel like and I don't feel I should be a human. I don't know. I'm a water sign, so I totally feel like I'm a mermaid as well. And if you don't like know the lyrics, it's like I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see them dancing. But I don't really want to go to raves and stuff, because that's where all the hot, cool people go. Okay, so song number 7 is JoJo's Limbo. And particularly when I'm feeling like I want to get somewhere, but time and things I can't control is like in the way, then I feel really close to this song because of the lyrics. And this is when JoJo was like in her whole battle with her music label and rights to her music and stuff. Let me look at the lyrics. All the lyrics of that song is like, it totally like sparks something emotionally where because of like every single thing. Like the first part goes, "Where am I? Need to get out. Who am I? Figure it out. Trapped inside my own shell. My mind holding me down. Question what's this about? Not feeling like myself. Not feeling like myself." And then it starts like escalating, and then it gets higher and higher, and I can't even like do it. But afraid to hold on, afraid to let go, too scared to venture into the unknown. My heart says move on, I'm ready to run, waiting for courage, 'cause I'm stuck in limbo, limbo, limbo. I'm stuck in limbo, limbo, limbo. Yeah, I can't do that. She does it so well that I basically sound like I'm trying to cry it out. Yeah, I don't, because sometimes when you listen to music so loud you can't hear how you sound and you just sound crazy. So this is one of those songs. Before I end this, like as the song progresses, it gets, I guess, more hopeful, where she goes like, "It's time to take a chance right now, no turning back. Forget my fear of failing." And it's like this whole like roller coaster of a song where it's like you feel down but you can pull yourself back up, and there's no like whole religious thing to it. It's like all you. So I guess I'll do a K-pop song that's also pretty recent. It's by CLC, also pronounced CLC, and it's Me. And it's like this whole play on the homonym where it's like me can sound like me in English, which just talks about like na, and then me in Korean, like the hanja can mean beautiful, so it's like me, and then me beautiful. And the whole like song is all like about being confident and feeling beautiful about yourself, and yeah, it's totally like uplifting to me. So I totally dig that song. It's totally like this. If Ariana Grande's Side to Side was remixed by Skrillex, it's totally that. So if you're into like EDM, that's a good one. So okay, never mind. Okay, I gotta do a Korean and then I'll do an English one. So yeah, this song is totally about knowing your inner value and feeling beautiful and confident. Hunger. So I guess when the song goes up to like builds up to the chorus, that one main vocalist chick, she's like, 처음부터 끝까지 모든 게 다 멈추지 않아 내 아름다움이야. So do it like me, and it's like this whole like Skrillex break, and she could think like that, and then one of the other members goes, 태어날 때부터 아름다운 me, which is like, from birth I was beautiful. And yeah, totally watch the music video and then do the subs. It's a great song. Okay, so I'm almost done. I'm on like my Asian songs. Okay, so song number 9 is Mikasuki, or if you would write the hanja, it's Sanryue, or 3 days moon, third day's moon. And yeah, it's originally by Ayaka, but Shimizu Shota. I haven't spoken Japanese in so long, so yeah. I took Japanese class and it's really hard. It's one of the few classes I got a C in during college. So anyways, so yeah, originally it's by Ayaka, and I like the version by Charisse, which is the English version, but I also like Shimizu Shota's version because they both sound very different, and they evoke the same emotion, but the interpretation is a little different, I guess. But basically it's a breakup song, and it's about like seeing the same moon and letting them know that you're better in this like when I really felt this song was when my dog died. I'm like, oh my god, I have no one to hug anymore. I used to hug my dog all the time, so yeah. And it's like all these walks at night now. It's like me now. I don't have an animal to walk anymore, and there was like a lot of time spent together. And now like his crate's gone, and his whole existence is gone. And I was like, it's like both of us looking at the moon because he's probably the moon now. So yeah, that was me. My last song is like an honorable mention. I guess it's just one of those songs that I really kept on to me for a long time. It's like my go-to song because I've listened to it forever. So besides Boa, I really like Huisang, and even when I like think I'm singing well, it's because I'm like, man. And then I listen to myself like, damn, I don't sound like Huisang. I don't sound like K-Will. Those are the people who I want to sing. I have people I want to sing. People who I want to sound like when I sing. Yeah, so it's Huisang's Ande Nayo. And yeah, it's like this ballad that talks about like, it's like a breakup song. It's like, can we still be together? And it's not a hopeful song at all. It's totally like a breakup song, and it's like it's my ballad. It's definitely my ballad. I can't sing it well, but I try. And then it's like a thing where it's like I just do it because I want to practice my Korean pronunciation. And maybe there's one part. Let me see if there's a part that I feel really drawn to, or that really speaks to me. 안 되나요? 이상, can't we? Lyrics. So when I listen to this song, I think of it like you're hoping someone knows your feelings, but you don't tell them directly. So it's like, 안 되나요? 나를 사랑하면 조금 내 마음을 알아주면 안 돼요. 아니면 나를 그 사람이라고. Yeah, well, I think I'm really singing the wrong part anyways. But yeah, that's like my whole sad ballad. That concludes my 1 hour video. Hopefully I'm gonna cut it off into like 40 minutes probably, maybe even less. Yeah, I'm gonna get to editing this and putting it up as fast as possible because I actually want to get my whole like Sonar message up. If you enjoy my music playlist, tell me as I can do more. I love music. Music is like a huge part of my life because I'm like a loner ass bitch. So yeah, music really speaks to me. It's like my saving grace. If I'm working out and I don't have music, it's like death. There was one point where I had like a dying headphone and I brought two just in case. But now I don't have that problem because my battery for my current headphones is like 9 hours. So it shouldn't die so soon, but when it does, yeah. Okay, so peace.